From the new home of the Atlanta Braves, MLB Network welcomes you to SunTrust Park. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the Chicago Cubs and the Atlanta Braves. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Kyle Wright gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Look at that ERA, awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It will be awfully important that he gets off to a good start in this one.
So striding forward now, Tyler Chatwood. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. Wright, a 6'4" right-hander. This is his first year at the big league level. One and two, here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Markakis has a read on it. 1 out.
Batting second.
So the base is empty here with one away. And into bat next, former National League MVP Kris Bryant. The 2-1 is in there for the second strike. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
The 1-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double. Boy, that line drive was a blur off the bat,
which means it's definitely worth looking at on Show Track. And how about this for an exit velocity? 116 miles an hour. That's right up there with the fastest we've seen.
In now, Javier Baez. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Acuna giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Tyler Chatwood, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Sneaky good pitcher, this guy here, Tyler Chatwood. Not overpowering, but good stuff. 93 to 95 miles an hour. Good hard slider. His changeup has gotten better. He's just an all-around good pitcher. How will you know if he's on early? He'll be inducing a lot of early ground balls. Good sinking action on his two-seam fastball.
Now at the plate, Ender Inciarte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Stepping in for the Braves, Josh Donaldson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. 1-1. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Bases are empty, one man out. Again, another foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Schwarber is in pursuit. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. The next to bat for Atlanta, Freddie Freeman. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Still no score. The next Cub up, Kyle Schwarber. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Stepping in now, Daniel Descalso. Pulled toward right center field. Inciarte's there. 2 down. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Acuna racing back, and this will kick off the base of the wall, and he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Into the box now, Albert Almora hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
He's going.
Off and running is Hayward. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Markakis has a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Cubs strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So here's the cleanup hitter, Ronald Acuna. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. 1-2. Here it comes. And he struck him out.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Nick.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in, the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Standing in now, Ozzie Albies. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his 2-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think it's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Next to bat will be Victor Caratini, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow. Ready on 1 and 2. Fouled away. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Acuna has it in his sights, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The pitcher, number 21.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Tyler Chatwood. He flew out in his last at bat. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. In there at the letters, 1 and 2 now. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
So in now for Chicago, Kris Bryant 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down.
There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And this one is gone. A home run. Kris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. Second home run early in the year, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
Into the box, Anthony Rizzo. Sent in the air out to straightaway central.
Chasing after it is Inciarte.
He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Matt Vasgersian back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as the left-handed hitting catcher Brian McCann settles in to start out the inning at the plate. The 1-1 home. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Popped him up. Descalso waits on it. And that's the first out of the inning. Into the box now, Dansby Swanson. Braves are still looking to break into the hit column here. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. And it's fouled away.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Still 1-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Kyle Wright. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. 2 out, nobody on. One and two now to the Braves pitcher.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity on it.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. They trail. This one 1-0. Here's Javier Baez. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Inciarte is right there. 1 down. Now to the plate, Kyle Schwarber looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Schwarber connects and sends a ball to deep right field. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber. Home run number 3 here in the early going, as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Just an absolutely amazing home run there. Certainly worthy of the show track treatment. And as you can see, 114 miles an hour off the bat, and that should give you a pretty good indication as to how well he connected on that swing.
Stepping in now, Daniel Descalso. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did.
Into the box now, Jason Hayward. Line to the right side, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch.
The center fielder, number 5, Albert Almora.
Standing in now, Albert Almora. Here's a hard hit ball that'll be caught out there at short. Needed just a little more height on that one, but instead the inning is over. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Cubs lead this one 3-0. Here's Ender Inciarte back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
A ball and 2 strikes.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in, and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that brings up the former American League MVP, Josh Donaldson. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Oh, and a good effort there to knock it down. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 5.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Now the 3-2 pitch. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the setback.
And that's the first hit in this one for the Braves. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Right fielder.
Nice piece of hitting right there. He obviously recognized Cutter away, stayed inside it, and was able to drive it the other way.
In now, Nick Markakis. Hard ground ball to third. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This ball might have caught him in between hops. He looked unsure which way to turn his glove, and the next thing you know, it's by him.
Into the box, Ozzie Albies. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
From the stretch, the 1-2, fouled off.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Fouled away. Ready with the 1-2. Popped him up. Bryant near the bag at third. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Braves will strand 3. They trail it here 3-0. So striding in, Victor Caratini. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Markakis, and this will bang up against the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
Stepping in now, Tyler Chatwood. Hit to short. And he's retired 1 away. Now at the plate, Chris Bryant. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Caratini leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. A swing and a ground ball to third. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. Throw comes into third now, so they're at the corners here with only 1 out.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Standing in now, Anthony Rizzo. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Markakis. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Number 9. Shortstop.
Here comes the Braves manager out as he'll take that slow walk toward the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Bryce Wilson takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. Will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. Two out with the man at first. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Inciarte is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Cubbies are in front 4-0. Welcome back to SunTrust Park just outside of Atlanta as we send it down to check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. They'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that misses. 2-1.
2-1.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that brings up the former number 1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. Now the 2-1 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Well, this next pitch is a big one. The last thing you want to do is give a free pass to a guy that can run like this. He's a real burner out there on the base paths.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
And that whole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
So in now is the Atlanta pitcher, Bryce Wilson. First at bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
I'm not sure if this happened or not, but sometimes when you're playing behind a pitcher who's doing all of the work himself, you get caught up a little bit in kind of a trance and you get lulled to sleep out there. Looked like to me he was caught a little off guard when the play came his way.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Ender Inciarte. He's gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt? When you have a good hitter like this and you punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches and see if you can't dominate him for a third time. Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Again, a 1-2. Oh, it's off the third base bag. And that is down for extra bases, as this will get one home and maybe two. And he's in safely to third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Just a great at-bat there. That one-out double gets a run across, and now they've got runners at second and third and are one solid swing away from making this a real big inning.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch, and it's fouled away. Wilson on third. Inciarte is over at second with one down in the inning. And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Striding in once again, Freddie Freeman. It was a walk in his last trip. The 2-1 pitch. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He's got a chance to ring up back-to-back Ks here, and that would be huge in this situation.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta.
And he fouls this one off. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Braves pick up a run on the RBI double. 5 innings complete. It's the Cubs 4 and the Braves 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kyle Schwarber. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Right now, he can't wait to get to the plate against this pitching staff. 4 home runs in this series. Bet he wishes he could play these guys every single day.
Into the box now, Daniel Descalso. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. And therefore it is Markakis, and that's your first out.
Now batting,
Here's
The right
Jason
fielder.
Hayward now. One
Jason
run in and one gone so far this inning. Look into McCann, the 1-1. Liner towards second. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
The center fielder, number 5, Albert Almora.
In now, Albert Almora. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. Inning. The 1-1 home. Hit hard on the ground is short, and that's through for a hit.
Now batting, catcher, Victor Caratini.
Digging in to try it again, Victor Caratini. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw home. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily.
The pitcher, number 21, Tyler Chatwood.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Tyler Chatwood. 4th plate appearance for him tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game long. Grounded back up the middle. Swanson picks it up. He'll go to the bag for one. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors, and a runner left on. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Cubs lead it 6-1. And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Ronald Acuna. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. And that'll get down for a base hit. Throw into second, not in time, and he's in there with a double. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Now the 1-1 pitch. Out in front of this one is Markakis as this is lifted foul down the right field line and back in amongst the spectators. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a 2-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Another try at 2-2. On the ground to third. And that's out. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. The 1-1 home. To 1-2 now. Acuna, the runner at second with one away. Fouled off. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Now batting, catcher.
So digging in now, Brian McCann 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
1 run on 3 hits and no errors so far for Atlanta.
And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on MLB Network. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Top to bottom, he said his guys have been picking on the right pitches to swing at, and they've done a nice job of using the whole field. He said that always seems to be a recipe for success, and their 7 extra base hits in this one are evidence that it has been.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Now at the plate, Chris Bryant, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. High in the air out to center field. Inciarte's there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Into the box, Anthony Rizzo earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. He pulls this one into right, and this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the 7th. 2 gone.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
In now, Javier Baez. High and deep to right center.
Chasing after it is Inciarte.
He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it 6-1. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. The 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Johan Camargo will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Johan Camargo.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Bryant in foul ground. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. At the plate, Ender Inciarte, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. lifted out towards straightaway center field.
Waiting on it is Almora.
And that's the third out. Braves are set down 1-2-3. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Sean Newcomb is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Number 15, Sean Newcomb.
Kyle Schwarber will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. The 2-2 one more time. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His third home run of the ball game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake.
Into the box, Daniel Descalso. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Julio Teheran enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Standing in now, Jason Hayward. Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The center fielder, Albert Almora.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. Look into McCann, the 1-1. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Still only 1 out in the inning. High in the air out to center field. Inciarte is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher.
Into the box now, Victor Caratini. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Teheran's ready. Here's the 2-1. Got a piece. It's 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Freeman is there. And that ends the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 8 and the Braves 1. stepping in, Josh Donaldson. Fourth trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
Carl Edwards Jr. is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 6, Carl Edwards Jr.
Line drive to left. Schwarber is there, and he makes the catch for the out. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Hey, only allowed 3 hits in this one, kept the hitters off balance, and was a lot of fun to watch.
Striding into the box, Freddie Freeman. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 2-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Coming to the plate now, Ronald Acuna. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here. This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Down in order go the Braves. It's still an 8-1 ball game. And it appears as though we'll see a pinch hitter now as the switch hitter Ben Zobrist has grabbed a bat and moved into the on-deck circle.
Zobrist.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Inciarte's there, one down. Here's Chris Bryant now. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. To 2-2 now. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's in there for a base hit. His 3rd hit of the game.
Boy, this guy is off to some kind of series, and he's one of the better road hitters in all of baseball.
Yeah, and some guys just have a knack for lighting it up on the road, getting that good night's sleep, and finding a way to get to the yard early and work on their craft.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. Another full count pitch home. Hit well on the ground to first. To second for 1. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. The Cubs lead this one 8-1. Randy Rosario will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Number 47, Randy Rosario.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Popped straight up. Baez is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now back, second baseman.
Stepping into the box, Ozzie Albies. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
In there, 1-2 now. This one's down to third. Right to Bryant. On to first, and that means the Braves are now down to their final out. Digging in, Brian McCann, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Final strike for the Braves. And it's fouled away. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, Yoder. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy, right?
8-1 is the final tonight. The Cubbies hit 6 home runs as a team on the way to a win. Tyler Chatwood gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he struck out 13 in this one. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.